Happy Sunday. New week, new goddess, new astrology through the skies that is quite literally revolutionary and through the roof. So I've got so much to talk about. Beginning with our lunar nodes change signs today to a forward facing our North Star, Aquarius, and the South Node coming away from the Leo energy. So much to speak about this, so I'll have to dip little bits in as we go through the week because there's just so much and it's so huge. Also following Wednesday, we've got our full moon in Aquarius, such a beautiful full moon of freedom, absolute freedom. And on the same day, there is a Jupiter Cassimi, and Jupiter is a planet of luck. Wednesday is a day of miracles, is the luckiest day of the year. So anything you've been holding off for and thinking, is it time? Wednesday's your day. Absolutely Wednesday. And I've got my wee love heart here, my wee love heart salt candle holder to remember that lion-heartedness, to remember that fire within our beautiful hearts, to light that and to follow that. And I feel that that's what the lunar nodes are saying. The south node is what we're comfortable in, what we can bring our gifts to. So following our lion-heartedness, following that, taking the strength and power of all this lion heart, and then following our North Star to Aquarius, which in tarot is the card of the star, following that star, thinking of the mind, thinking outside the box, thinking of the collective of all of us together, all the stars in the sky, all the people within us, all our community, coming back to humanity, coming back to each other, coming back to collective, coming back to community. All of the words are all Aquarius energy. So there's so much going on and it's so beautiful and so powerful. But as I say, I'll take little dips in as we go this week because it's actually too much. But all I can say is this is a week of revolutionary change for the better, for the collective, for the freedom, for the fire, for following your beautiful heart and being lion-hearted and ready to express that out in the world collectively. It's Power Week, it really truly is. Okay, so firstly, part 2 of the tarot. And if you missed part 1, then go back to last Sunday and I did the first 12 of the major arcana, the 12 that are related to the zodiac. When I work with tarot cards, I only use the major arcana and use it as an astrology reading because 12 are linked to the zodiac signs and the other 12 are linked to the planets. So tonight is part 2 and I'm going to talk about the planets and what each card represents a planet and the ruling sign of that card. So I'll take it a wee bit slower because there's more in depth with these 12, and then I'll do a little reading with them. And then next week, next Sunday, I will do a full Celtic Goddess spread with the full 24. And we'll see what comes up for that collective read for all the energies of everything that's happened through the week of the new revolutionary change. And it's also Lammas next Sunday, so I'll speak about that then. Beautiful energy, beautiful love, and let's revolutionarise and beautiful Aquarian energy, which is coming back home to each other together as collective, as one. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so the 12, other 12 that are not the 12 of just the zodiac, the 12 that are linked to the planets. So first we have the Tower card, and the planet of this is Mars. So Mars, the fire energy, and the ruling planet of this is of Mars is Aries. So Aries is ruled by planet Mars. Tower card comes along with fire energy to crumble what's not working, to be rebirthed and birthed again. So like Aries energy, I've spoke about it. I love Aries energy. The I am, they're out the door, they're already on the path. They're the child of the zodiac, the first sign with the fire. Looks like I'm off, I'm busy, I'm doing it before minds can jump in and tell us, oh, overthinking, oh, I might not, I don't know. Aries is like, I'm off and I'm out the door and I'm doing it. So Tower card can come along like that to sweep the rug from our feet, but to help us, to crumble what's not working, to be rebirthed and bringing in now the new, fresh, clear space and start for the newness, for that first I am Aries energy. So Tower card is ruled by the planet of Mars, fire. So next we have the Empress, and this is the planet of Venus. The Empress and Venus, the planet Venus is the ruler of Taurus and Libra. And both Taurus and Libra love love. So Goddess Venus was the goddess of love, was the Roman goddess of love. In ancient Greek mythology, she was Aphrodite. So the goddess of love, the goddess of pleasures. Both Libra and Taurus love love. Taurus might be a wee bit more stubborn about that, but deep down they love love, and I know they do. But Libra is very much, if they're not in love, they are out of balance. So they want to express and feel the energy of love all around to return to that balance. And we spoke a lot about that, returning to balance of the love within and without, giving and receiving. And we all have that energy within us. So the Empress is Venus, and the sign, the ruling planet of the feminine, of love. Okay, so next we have the Magician, and this is the planet Mercury. And Mercury, I nearly said Mariah Carey, but I want to say her because anyway, uh, Mercury is the multitasker. It's the planet of communication, of quick thinking. So Mercury rules, as a multitasker, rules two planets as well, rules Gemini and Virgo. So Gemini, if you remember from last week, Gemini's tarot card is the Lover's card, is the two communication. So Mercury is fast thinking, is all types of communication and however we communicate out in the world. So, and if you remember, Virgo is the Hermit card, so that's going within to then be able to express that out in the world. So Magician is the planet of Mercury, of communication. Okay, so then next we have the High Priestess, and this is the this is the planet of the moon, the ruler of Cancer, the divine feminine. We've just worked for the whole month practically with her. She is the embodiment of the moon, she's the embodiment of the feminine, and she is the subconscious, she is the inner world, she's the inner wisdom, the depth of herself within the deepest depths of the ocean. That's true within us, within the moon, and within the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is the planet of the moon, which is the ruler of Cancer star sign. And then from Cancer, the moon, we then move into the sun, which is Leo. So in the zodiac sign, they come next, Cancer, the moon, and then the next sign is Leo, as we know, which we're in right now with all of the fire energy. So the sun, as we know, rules Leo. Lion-hearted. Leo, we know, is the strength card. So thinking all that strength, all that courage, all that energy of the sun, the light, the life force energy. And Leo is like, here I am world, lion-hearted, it's my wee heart, lion-hearted, and shining that light out in the world. So Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun is, of course, the planet, the sun. So then next, because we've already had Virgo, is Judgment card, and this is Scorpio, sexy Scorpio. This planet is Pluto. Pluto is the planet of destruction, is the planet that comes along, and people call it the wrecking ball, because, and there's a song, but I'm not going to burst into that, but it comes along again to just when we can't make the decision of the watery world, we go within, but then we're not taking action. Pluto's like, listen, I've got this, poof, and we'll just sweep it right from us. Similar to the Tower card, but this is more of the internal world of this. So Judgment, Scorpio is a planet of Pluto. And remember, Scorpio is the death card. Again, that death, rebirth, that sweeping in to really truly have a fresh start, to really truly have an awakening, to really truly let that ego death go, to then rebirth and rebirth anew. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the planet of this is Jupiter, and this is the luckiest planet, and this is the sign of Sagittarius. So as I said, Jupiter Cassimi on Wednesday. So Jupiter Cassimi means when the planet goes into the heart of the sun, and Jupiter will go into the heart of the sun in Leo, and it will be the luckiest day of the year. So miracles. So expect miracles, and you will see them. A day to do the thing is Wednesday. Ruled by Sag. The ruler of Sag, sorry. And then we have the World card, which is Saturn, the planet Saturn, which is Capricorn. So if you know Saturn, anything about it, it is a planet of restrictions, of boundaries. But again, that helps us to make that plan. Like Capricorn, remember the mountain goat, it doesn't go from bottom to top. It strategically winds itself round to get to the top. Sign of business, all of these things. So Saturn rules this, and Saturn is the ruler of the sign of Capricorn, the World card. Then we have the Fool card, which is the planet Uranus, and Uranus rules Aquarius. So the Fool can be thought of being a fool because it's forward thinking, because it's out there, because other people would think, oh, and quite a lot of the cards, the Fool is like about to step off a cliff. But really they know where they're going, they know what they're doing, but outside it can look like, oh, what are you doing? But really the Fool is the only way we can begin anew, because we can't have everything all planned out. But when we honour that and come from that place of excitement, of newness, of not holding on to past baggage, to say all of these things, just open and ready to be the Fool, to just experience the experience. And that's Aquarius energy, and that's Uranus, planet Uranus. And then the last planet is planet Neptune, which is the furthest planet away from us. So also means it's sign of Pisces, the furthest planet. The last sign of the zodiac. So Neptune is the furthest planet away. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, the deepest depths of ourself, the secret parts of ourself, the intuition parts of ourself, the inner fishiness. And it's the Hanged Man, because where are we in illusion? This is ruled by Neptune, the planet Neptune. So if you know anything about Neptune as well, he was the ruler of under the seas. So our inner under the seas. Okay, so the Hangman, Pisces, and planet Neptune, the furthest away. So the furthest away parts of ourselves. Now I know that was a quick run through. Speedy, again, Mercury was involved. Planet Mercury, but just a little run through, and as I say, through the week we'll go through it in deeper depths, because there's so much in the skies and it's all powerful and beautiful. So for that reason, maybe we want to work with amethyst crystal this week, soothing the mind, coming back to that inner wisdom of the mind. And let's do one wee quick card to pull for right here, right now, what we need to know. 2, Aquarius energy, Uranus. Here we go, North Node pointing to Aquarius. This is the time now. This is the time to just go for it. This is the time to use that lion-heartedness and feel the strength and power of that to then say, well, where am I going? And how can I connect with the collective with this? How can I connect with community? How can I not do it insular within myself? How can I now reach out to others and embrace that energy together as one? And then the Hanged Man, so that is planet Neptune, which is Pisces, and the nodes have just changed from the North Node being in Pisces. So all of that intuition that we've learned over these past 2 years, so the nodes of, a year and a half, 11th of January last year was the last time the nodes shifted. So if you look back to 11th of January last year to now, how much intuition have you gained? How much wisdom have you gained? And now it's time to point that North Star out in the world in Aquarian energy and saying, this is me, I'm being that fool, and I'm just going to go for it regardless of what others think. This is my inner wisdom, and now it's time to shine that North Star out in the world. Quick run through. We'll go through so much more in this week, and I'm sending you so much love, love, love.